What's up, baby boy?
What up, Rich?
You?
I'm at Great Adventures right now on
I
my
see.
birthday. You know,
I see. I sent you a happy birthday.
yeah. You know, I'm out here. Yo, I'm tired of spending money. I'm like,
Why?
yo,
That's what it's for.
yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
know,
And you got somebody to spend it on. So that's the blessing.
yeah, huh?
Yeah. That's the blessing, having somebody to spend it on.
Yeah. Spend some money with my wife, and I'll make it back triple. I'll
Ain't no
make it back
question.
triple.
Without a shadow of a doubt.
Yep. I'm, I'm, she's over. My wife is over there, but I'm looking for my kids.
Oh, they out and about. They out and about.
Yo, I told him, I'll lead them out here.
No, you ain't. She ain't going for that.
Yo, you
She's not
know,
going for that.
yep.
You'll be left before they get left.
You know that's right. You know that. You know that's right.
Mm,
But how you doing though?
I'm good. I'm just in the house chilling shit. I've been under the air conditioner all day. Been hot as hell.
Yo, it's yo. The past few days it's been hot.
Yeah, ain't no
It's
question.
it's been 114, 112.
Yeah,
You know, I cut my AC on. Yo, I know my bill gonna be about 2,000.
it's all
I
right.
cut it on. Yo, my whole house was cold. It felt like an ice box. I felt
That's
like
how.
I had to go back outside.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yo, I'm like, yo,
My joint be toasty. I ain't be having to go out on my terrace cause it be so cold in there.
yeah, you know. But I'm giving you a shout out. Okay,
All
let
right,
me
my
go
brother.
back. All
I
right.
appreciate you. I appreciate you. Enjoy it. Happy birthday again.
Okay. Thank you.
No question. Yeah, Johnny out there having fun with his wife and kids. Great Adventures, 4th of July weekend. It's a beautiful thing. Well, tonight's topic is mindset, and a lot of people don't understand that the mindset plays a hell of a part of life in anything we do. And you have to understand that if you don't have the right mindset, it's gonna crush you. So we're gonna go through quite a bit on this, because I think this is a real heavy topic that I think we need. So I'm gonna go through the things that harm you first, and then I'm gonna go through the things that help you with the right mindset. One, a bad mindset keeps you in victim mode, so you never take action. Anybody feels like that? Number two, you blame others instead of taking responsibility, staying powerless. What's principle number two? Wherever you're at in life, he put you there because he's driving the car, but you must accept the responsibility that something that you may have done that got you where you at. He makes no mistakes. We do. And having the right mindset will get you out of whatever situation that you go through. Three, fear of failure stops you from trying anything new. You have to, okay, yeah, let's do that. Okay, Lord Stacks. All right, got you. Got you, my brother. Thank you for the support. And I definitely support you back. Lord Strack. Okay, let me see. 1 second, you guys. Um, Number four, negative self. talk destroys your confidence every single day. If you ever know, a lot of people self sabotage themselves because they're afraid to win in life. You can never be afraid to win. Life is going to be life, and you just have to be able to deal with life as it comes to you. It's not going to always be peaches and cream, but it's not going to always be bad either. Hey, hey, how the brother? So these are the things that you have to work on to improve your mindset. Negative, okay. Number 5, you dwell on past mistakes instead of learning from them. One of the things I tell you guys is your past is your past. Your past is a measuring stick for your future or for your present. You take the things that you liked, you keep them, and the things you didn't like, you build boundaries. People who love you will respect your boundaries. The people who don't are not. It's just simple as that. And you can't get stuck on the past, because God has stuff right here in front of you that you must stay on the straight, to get. Can't worry about what's behind you. That's dead. That's over with. 6, constant comparison makes you feel worthless. You can if for you to have a mindset like that, whereas you comparing yourself to other people, you are unique all in yourself, and you have to understand that. There's no one else on this earth like you. You just have to find your purpose. And when you find your purpose, whatever your purpose is going to be just as great as what you think this person's is. But it's about you finding your purpose. Third principle, embracing your journey. You have to embrace your journey to find your purpose. But you can't compare yourself to nobody because you're unique and you're special, you know, and you have your powers as well. 7, you avoid challenges so you never grow. You got to face them. What's that wall? Through adversity come change. You got to go to the wall. You got to face them adversities. It's part of life. You have to face those adversities. And if you don't face those adversities, you like it says, you'll never grow. Your adversities are your lesson to growth. Not only are they like your lessons to change, they're your lessons to grow. Because your adversities are lessons. Period. Number 8, you give up at the first sign of difficulty. This is have a self-defeating mindset. You have to have a positive mental attitude about everything in life. Like my boy came over the other day, even when I was in prison, I had a positive mental attitude because I understand there's a God, and I understand there's a hell and a heaven. And I don't want to go to hell. I want to go to heaven. So I must do the things that God says I have to do to get to heaven. And part of that is helping others. We don't understand how important it is for us to come together. You see what they did in the 4th of July in Washington D.C. A bunch of white supremacists. This is what the person that's running the country is inciting. This is what he brings to the table. That's hate. That's the devil. We have to learn to love. It's through adversity comes change, and it's about helping everyone accept, achieve, and appreciate love, not hate. And you have to be a diabolical person to even want to do something like that, and when the country is supposed to be 250 years old, you know that's supposed to be straight positive. But these are the mindsets, and see, this once again, it's a mindset. You have to understand the mindsets are not right. Number 9, resentment eats you up all the energy and joy. Resentment eats up all your energy and joy. There's no reason to resent anyone in life. because they're just in your life to give you a lesson or a blessing. It is what it is. They played their part and keep it moving. You only see problems, never solutions. And that's number 10. And see, I'm a person that I always look for solutions because I know it's a solution for everything that God gives us. But when you're looking at the problem, that's when you have a self-defeating mindset. You have to change your mindset. It's a big difference changing your mindset. Um 11, procrastination wins because you expect to fail. That's a self-defeating mindset. And this is what this is about, helping you to make change in your life, to stop having a self-defeating mindset and give yourself a winning mindset. Which one do you think is better, self-defeating or a winning mindset? I think a winning mindset is better to me. You know, and it's a blessing. You know, to have a positive mindset. I think it's a real positive thing to have a positive mindset. And when you have a positive mindset, life is so much better. Life is a whole lot better. My spirit is fantastic. And how is yours? 12, you stay in toxic situations thinking you don't deserve better. Self-defeating. You got to get better. 13, you unconsciously sabotage your own progress. A lot of us have done that or do that or will do that. But when you change your mindset, you never do that. A lot of people stay stressed. That destroys your physical health. Worrying is not having faith in God. Because when you put your trust in Him, it's going to work its way out. Because He take care of everything He makes. He's the only one that doesn't lie. Only one that does what He said He's going to do. And that's the truth. Your mind replays worst case scenarios nonstop. That's a part of the things that I tell you, the trauma, why you have to write it down. The things that only you and God know, and whenever they happen in your life, your day is messed up, your week, a month, whatever, and you got to get better. You reject help because you don't want to seem weak. And see, why that mindset is so bad, right? Because we all need somebody, and every now and again, we have to get help. And you can't feel that you're weak because someone is helping you. A lot of times, man, that's what we need. We need that little push to get us to where we need to be. And you have to change that mindset. That's a self-defeating mindset. Small setbacks feel like total failures. That's when you have the wrong mindset. You focus on what you lack instead of what you have. See, this is what being content is about. Being at peace with what God has for you, but not settling, going for what you want in life. That's why I tell you, With the right mindset, you can accomplish anything in life. But if you have the wrong mindset, you can never win. This is why we have to heal, learn the lies from the truth. And when you do these things, your mindset is going to change. It's just how it goes. Anxiety controls your decisions instead of logic, having the wrong mindset. You repeat the same unhelpful patterns over and over. Wrong mindset. Happiness feels out of reach no matter what happens. That's when you have a really, really, really bad self defeating mindset. And I know some people saying, "What do you talk about mindset?" If you're young, mindset is how you think. What you think, anything your mind can conceive and believe it can achieve, if you have the right mindset. It's not what happens; it's how you look at what happens and how you deal with what happens in life. It's just how it is. And I don't make these rules. This is part of the universe. You know, you push people away with constant negativity because you're afraid. Your mindset is telling you all the wrong things instead of having a positive mental attitude. It happens. Goals feel pointless, so you never set any. Like I tell you, your past is a measuring stick for your today. You have to set boundaries and goals so that you can accomplish these things so that it makes you better. You have a scale to weigh your progress. You know, you live in the past instead of the present. Like I said, the past is just the past. Things you liked, the things you didn't like. You have to live for the present right now. Criticism crushes you instead of teaches you. If somebody says something, it should be like, okay, let me think about that. Why would he say that? Let me reflect. Is that true? And if you're being honest with yourself, okay, let me work on that. But when you have a negative mindset, you're just going to think of all bad. You settle for less because you don't believe in more. It's a person that been hurt. Mindset is twisted. Regret becomes your constant companion. It's a mindset. It's all how you look at things. And that's real. And you stay where you are year after year. You don't change, you don't progress, you don't do anything because your mindset is holding you back. So you must change your mindset in order for you to heal, in order for you to grow, in order for you to do anything positive in life. You have to change the way you thought and into what you want to do and be and be the best at that and have a positive attitude because it's going to be hard. Only time tells. It's only through your adversity change will come. But you have to go through it. And how you do that, you have to face your fears. You can't run away from it. Like the fourth principle. Can't run through the wall. You can't go over it. You can't go around it. You can't run from it. You can't self-medicate. You got to go through it. You have to face your fears. And now I'm gonna give you, when you have a positive mental attitude, your positive mindset. One, the right mindset pushes you to take action even when it's hard. See, because when you have the right mindset know what's gonna come out of it. It knows it's gonna take time. It knows everything is, the right mindset will get you far with little or nothing. Number two, you take responsibility and create your own power. Like I tell you, when you got the right mindset, nobody can stop you from doing what you want to do. Anything your mind conceive and believe it can achieve. You just have to put action and work into it. Because if your mind thought about it, it can be done. Just think about that. Number three, you see failure as feedback, not the end. You learn from your mistakes. You don't cry over it. You do what you got to do. Okay, this is what I need to work on. That's it. And you're gonna go through more no's than your yeses. So people gonna turn you down more than they're gonna bring you in. So understand that. So don't set yourself up for failure. Number four, positive self-talk builds real confidence. You have to talk to yourself if you have any intelligence. Of course, you have to work through things that go on in your life. Just don't answer yourself, then you got a problem. You know. Number five, you learn from mistakes and move forward. That's it. You can't sit and waddle and you can't have a self-defeating mindset. Your mindset has to be like, okay, this is what it is. Okay, let's solve it and keep it pushing. That's it. Wasted energy is any energy that could been used for something else. Six, you celebrate other success instead of comparing. You have in your heart for others what you want for yourself. A lot of people don't have that. They want what you got, and it's sad, but you have to keep that positive mental attitude no matter what. You run towards challenges because they make you stronger. Facing them fears. Like I was saying the other night when I was talking to my boy, you know, it was times when I was in that cell and I was just like, God, give me all the pain because I was going through all kinds of stuff, you know, um, death, betrayal, all kinds of stuff. And it was just like once I went, like just give it all to me, it just like vanished. Of course, it's just a figment of your imagination. This is why you have to have a positive mindset. Mindset changes everything. Eight, setbacks become fuel to keep you going because you're going to try to figure another way to win. Number nine, you let go of resentment and free your energy. Like I tell you, I was able to finally forgive everyone, but most importantly, I was able to forgive me. And this is when peace came into my life, along with all the other works that I did. But yeah, this is when peace finally came to my life. You have to. You have to change your mindset. Everything is about mindset. If you ever notice people who really win, they have a really great mindset. Just think about it. Number 10, you focus on solutions, not problems. Like I tell you, I'm a problem solver. Even if it has nothing to do with me and I see a problem and I see how to combat it, I do it. And it's just natural instinct to want to do the right thing. You start before you're ready and figure it out. This is what it's about. You walk away from anything that doesn't serve you. Once you get the right mindset, you're going to eliminate a lot of bullshit. Excuse my French, but and a lot of the bullshit is going to be family. When you got the right mindset, and you gotta understand that. Everybody is not going to be in your life forever, and you just got to understand that, and just keep pushing. Life goes on. It's just like when you was born by yourself. And when you go in that grave, you're gonna go by yourself. They ain't gonna put two people in the grave with you, three people. No, you're going by yourself. Even if you was a twin. Oh, they got some beautiful fireworks going on outside my window. Really, really nice ones. But yeah, um, you support your own success instead of blocking it. A lot of people don't understand that you have to invest in yourself. Nothing happens without you investing in yourself. Like I tell you, I pay $100 on here every month just so I can talk to you guys and give you some of this information that God has given me so freely from going through all of the crazy things I've been through in my life. So you can try to not have to go through the things that I've gone through. This is what it's about, and I love doing it. You manage stress and protect your health. Stress is a killer, solid killer. What I mean? Like I said, when you stressed out or worried about or feel a way about somebody else, they don't care about you. They've shown you already. So why are you going to stress about it? You have to change that kind of mindset. And this is what it's about. You spot and grab opportunities others miss. That's when you're paying attention. But you got to be real with yourself to be able to pay attention. You prepare for the best instead of expecting the worst. Positive mental attitude is the science of success and helps you to think and grow rich if you apply yourself. This is what it's about, application. You make progress instead of waiting to be perfect. Perfection comes after you constantly work at something. It doesn't come overnight. They said it takes 10,000 hours to become professional. So you have to put those hours in. You have to go through all your no's, you know, and that's just part of life. And once you get that, life becomes easy as well. You ask for help and grow faster. See, when you got the right mindset, you're able to delegate situations and ask people for help because you know you need it. There's no pride. You having the right mindset. You see setbacks as temporary because you're gonna figure it out when you got the right mindset. Gratitude shifts your focus to what you have and not what you don't. You make decisions from calm, not anxiety. When you're anxious and going through or stress, you can't make good decisions. Calm down, have the right mindset, and you think it through. Then you execute. That's how that goes. You break old habits and create new ones. That's when you start making a change. Your mindset is right. You have to have the right mindset to even do these things. Uh, you create your own happiness daily. See, when you got the right mindset, you don't need nobody to be happy. You know how to make yourself happy. And that's real. Like I tell people, man, I don't stress about nothing. Of course, if I can't control it, it's out of my power. So something like the preamble for the fellowship, NA fellowship A, God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And this is what it's about. And your positivity attracts good people. See, when you're positive, negative don't want to come around you. It's going to attract like-minded people. You set big goals and work towards them. And this was about working towards anything you got going on. And nobody's going to do it like you, but you have to have the right mindset to do these things. If you don't have the right mindset, you can't do, you know, you stay present and enjoy life now when you have the right mindset, especially when you get my age. Uh, you use criticism to improve yourself. And that's one thing, like I tell you, with TACC, the program. I forgot to do this. The book is called TACC. It's on Amazon, and it's a workbook as well on Amazon. It's red. And you can start to work on healing yourself with the book. Go on Amazon, it's 10.99. This one is 19.99. And then you have the Kindle that you can read for free if you have Kindle. So we have to work on ourselves. This is about having the right mindset. When you have the right mindset, you work on you. You do the right thing with you, you know. And when someone criticizes you, you look at it, you examine it, and you make the proper adjustments so that you can do what needs to be done so a person can't say that, man, look, uh, you believe you deserve more and you go get it. So I tell you, when people are healed, they creators, they go getters. Like I said, I got two books on Amazon and a Kindle, and I got a podcast, and all within a year's time after getting shot. Positivity, mindset. Everything is mindset. How you think I did those 28 years of my life in federal prison and losing houses and businesses and crazy, crazy money and be able to deal with that? My mindset. See, it's about your mindset. If you got the right mindset, you can do anything in life. But when your mindset is skewed, you're going to fall. You're going to fail. It's just how life is. Like they said, if you fail a plan, you plan to fail. And if you have the wrong mindset, you're not going to plan, so you're going to fail. It's about making change. And only until when you make change will things change. If nothing changes, nothing changes. It's up to you. You learn from the past, but don't live there. Like I said, the past is just a measuring stick of the things that you liked in life and the things you don't. The things you liked, you keep. The things you don't like, you build boundaries and make sure the people don't overstep your boundaries. And the people who overstep your boundaries are the people who don't have no love for you. So you let them out your life and keep it pushing. This is simple once you get older. You cut all the bull out and leave straight up. And life just gets better. And when you have a positive mental health, you don't look down on it. It is what it is. That's what they're at in their life. That doesn't mean that's where I'm at. So I don't judge. I just know it's not for me and I'm gonna keep pushing. And that's just how life is. Sometimes you just have to let life be life and you gotta do what you gotta do. You keep growing and evolving every year. See, when you got the right mindset, you're gonna make things happen. I was just talking with somebody. I was saying that how after doing 28 years of my life in federal prison and coming home, having to go to a halfway house in a shelter, but I got my own place. It's dudes that was out in the street the whole time I was in jail still don't have their own place or sleeping on somebody's couch or a girl could tell them to get out at any time. I couldn't do that to myself. I had to do what I needed to do to get to where I need to be. And I had to have the right mindset to do what I done. And that's the blessing. And see, when you have the right mindset, you're going to do the right thing, and then God is going to take care of the rest. It's just how it goes. Mindset matters because it's the lens you see everything through. When adversity hits, the right mindset turns pain into perspective. It lets you heal, stay positive, and actually helps others instead of staying stuck in your own hurt. That's how real change happens. And understand that, like life, we take life for granted, man. Life is too short. There's so many things that we need to do in our lives in order for us to grow, to win, to live a proper life. We have to do these things, and if we don't, yeah, love is love. How the brothers, you know, and if we don't do the right thing, um, we're gonna have to deal with the consequences. And it shouldn't be that way. You know, we should be able to do the right thing in our life. We should, be able to change our mindsets and live life. You know, doing the right thing. This is the things that we need to be doing, but we get stuck with all kinds of stuff, and we never get accomplished what we need to accomplish. And we have to learn. We have to change these things in our lives. It's only through our adversity change takes place. We have to understand that it's only through our adversity change takes place. We have to go through it to get to it, no matter what, no matter how uh, much you may say, feel, and think. Like I said, it's only through our adversity change takes place, and it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to make the right changes in your life and do the right thing. You know, and if you do, life is beautiful, man. You have to understand that. Life is a beautiful thing, man. Hey, when you have the right mindset. So this is why I tell you, embrace this journey, man. I guarantee you it's going to be worth your while. And when you heal and you go through what you go through, and life shows you the great things, man, it just gets better, man. Like I said, man, I have no worries. God takes great care of me. And like I said, I want you guys to heal just like I'm healing. I get something out of this every time I come here because I'm giving back, you know. And like I said, I just want us to win. That's it. I just want us all to win. And the only way we're gonna do that is we have to heal, learn the lies from the truth, help everyone self achieve and appreciate love and come together as one family with one aim, one goal, with one mindset and get it right, so we never have to be second class nothing ever again in life. But I want y'all to marinate on what I just, give you guys. And hopefully, you know, things will work its way out. Hopefully things will work their way out, you know. But I'm gonna end it for the night. It's definitely been a great night. Um and if no one told you today they love you, I'm telling you. Get your spirit right, your connection with God. Make the change you need to make, change your mindset, and everything else will work its way out. Tac man out. Y'all have a blessed night.